Bro. All right, what up, fam? Back again with another episode of Ask Uncle Curt. We got Uncle Curt back with us tonight. He left his hiatus of all last week. He's back in rare form. So, hey, I'm going to relinquish the floor. Y'all get your questions. Y'all hit that link. Besides, y'all can join the panel. Ask any question. He will get it answered. This is an open thing. Y'all know how we do it on the Ragsdale's channel. Y'all comment, hit the like, share this content on the panel tonight. Also, we got my girl down in Dallas, Texas, Keisha down there. Hey, she down there in the Free Beezy territory and all that mess that's going on in Dallas. She down in Dallas, Texas, with her peeps. And we got Ask Uncle Curt. Say, bro, it's your show. Do your thing.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's a blessing to be in here tonight. Look, normally I'll pass the conversation out, but I want to give us some subject matter to discuss tonight. What I'm noticing in my own life here in Oklahoma is these races are showing their natural YT asses at every turn. Ooh. All right. That's at the job. That's at the grocery store. That's in the nonprofit space. That's in trying to get things done for cancer awareness. So what I would like to discuss is, with you guys being moms and actually living in different parts of the country, I believe Keisha's in Texas and Miss T is in Virginia. I would like to know nothing about the past and slavery and all that. That's sad. And I hate our ancestors had to go through it. But I'm talking about right now. What are y'all going through? How's it impacting you and your families? And I wanted to have a fruitful, intelligent discussion about not you called me an N-word and all that, but how actually racist actions can affect your bottom line, affect your job, your money, which affects everything else in your life. So I'd like to be able to have, I really want to know how it's affecting y'all. So.
Keisha?
Oh, you could have started out. I'm thinking.
I mean, right now with me, we having to just be cautious. You know, where we are, it's real prominent. But I'm not gonna, it affected us on one job. You know what I'm saying? Because they felt like we as Black people, and I feel like this is what it was, we're not able to discipline our own Black people. They want to keep them in a box so they can control them and hide them and get rid of them. But whenever we're coming out with love, because that's where we come from, because that's where we try to help our own. Like, we tried to help this one Black boy and it didn't go so well. We lost our job because we were trying to help somebody. And that affected us financially, you know, because here you got to wait 45 to 50 days before you can get another job.
Wow.
Right.
It take a long time. Yeah, almost 2 months. Job. Actually, it took from September to November. Yep, so almost 2 months to get another job, because they got to go through all your background, and if they can't find it, they're going to keep going. And if they do find something, you got to go through the hoops and the rings just to be able to, whenever you still tell them, look, I don't have no charges or nothing on me. You still present them with the paperwork and stuff, and they still, well, that's not enough. We need more. But you see these white people flying through the rings. They ain't had to go through that because you asked them. How long did it take you to get on or whatever? Oh, it took me 2 weeks, but it took us 2 months. That's the difference. It's terrible. It's like evil. No, but we know we got to work in order to be able to provide for ourselves. So we just continue on, you know, and us having to not say anything would always keep our mouth closed and just let people just, I feel like they just be able to trample all over us because we feel like if we say something, we're scared to be alive in certain places. Even in the workplace where we are now, we're not protected. I go out there around these people to drop these kids and stuff off, and they got daddies that's white daddies that's coming to the door calling me in where BITCH is ready to come to the door to jump on me for no reason, just because of the color of my skin.
See, that's
So
what
that affects me mentally. That affects me mentally because I feel like I can't do nothing to you. Because for one, I'm at work. Two, I know I got to work to be able to, help me and my husband so we can provide for each other. But three, in my mind, I'm just like, if I could do something bad to you, I would.
Right.
Yeah.
That's well at my job site, it's not my residents, it's the people, it's my co-workers. It's like the black and brown. It's because they brown. The Hispanics, a lot of them, I don't know what happened or whatever, they don't like black people. And it's like it's a divide. It's always divided. And the one gonna be right is them. The black people always go to the bottom. And I don't get that. And a whole lot of black people just look over it or quit. Things like that. Me, I'm gonna voice my opinion. I'm going to HR on everybody. I say, hey, I'm gonna sue somebody because they got me messed up. I know my rights, and can't nobody just do anything to me. But a lot of black people, it's not like that. They rather quit, talk about it, and quit, and don't do nothing about it. So that's my problem at my job, the black and brown.
Well, I've been in both of y'all situations under different points of my life, and both of y'all are doing right. Now, with the job situation, hey, all you do is document what happened, how you felt about it, and keep a copy of your employee handbook. And if they violate their own employee handbook, you got their ass. And I'll just tell you this. I took on Mercedes-Benz. By myself, right? And I put foots in them. I can't talk about everything that happened, but because you never know who'll see this, but
exactly.
They took taxes out of it, but hey, I got back pay of over $80,000 out of them by myself because I took notes and made a diary of how it made me feel and put notes down. I dated it. When the judge looked at it, he was like, he ain't made none of this up. He got this dated. This is how he felt. But y'all did wrong over here. So even though they took taxes out of it and all that, I got made whole. And it was because I kept my mouth shut, went to work, and documentation. And make sure your attendance is straight, right? And don't be flunking no drug tests. And you got a leg to stand on, right?
That's it.
And then with your situation, with you driving in the place that you're in, we throw around the word terrorism, but that's what them white dads are doing to you. They're terrorizing.
Right.
Because why? If it wasn't terrorizing you, you wouldn't have a second thought of it when you got home.
Exactly. That's right. But we're the bad people. And another thing I know, they won't do that if my husband is standing there. They don't give me a second look when I'm with my husband. They look at him first. They look at him up and down. Try to see what they can do, but they know they're going to have to come with it.
Right.
And there's nobody that we work with that we have to deal with that with. So I want to clarify that.
You were full. You ain't eating no more last night, did you?
Outside that we have to deal with. Like when I'm not saying I'm scared to go anywhere by myself here, but I am scared to go somewhere by myself. I went to the doctor.
Yeah, you better be cautious.
I went to the doctor by myself the other day, but I just made a beeline straight to the doctor. Went in there and done what I was supposed to do. And I let him know each place where I was. But then I went to the grocery store by myself. That made me nervous. I don't go nowhere by myself. I'm always because I know that's my protector. I know God protects me all the time, but my human body protects me. And I ran and tore. Ran out. I'm gonna be out here by myself because these people is crazy. They're crazy. We can't even walk the streets out here, and it ain't got nothing to do with another nationality. It's us.
Yeah.
Also, because they are bad in certain areas. Here, they're horrible. We gotta walk the streets out here. You gotta walk real slow and keep your eyes and your head on the swivel at all times because you never know what one of these jackals is gonna do.
Well, and it's a big plantation out there.
That's what it is.
When you get around them original 13 colonies,
that's what I just told him today.
Whatever you
told him that today.
Man, you'll be begging for a stop 6 Negro.
Told him that today.
Go live out there. Go live out there for a little bit.
I just told him that today. I said, this is one of the first original parts of the 13 colony. And everywhere we walk and turn, they got signs and stuff posted up. You know, they got the big cement placards and stuff posted up, letting you know exactly what happened there. We live right across the street from General Lee's church that he used to attend with all of his people. You understand? So the spirit, when we're walking down, you can just feel, and you can just feel stuff here. We're walking past these houses and stuff that they have not changed, that people are just buying and they're trying to reconstruct them because they can't tear them down. Slave quarters. They got the quarters with the bars and stuff on the windows, and you could tell where they had them people, where they had to go through the back doors and stuff, and where they couldn't come out.
That's how Virginia is.
Bad here.
And but you know what? They are not
nice to be able to see it. I enjoy seeing it. I enjoy walking through it, but I'm not gonna tell you that it don't affect me.
Yep. When I went to Virginia, you know, when I was driving trucks, they not friendly.
Nah.
At all.
Yeah.
And you can feel it.
Yeah. They stir through your soul.
You can feel it. And they felt, when I was driving trucks, they looked at me like I was a black woman, don't supposed to be in no rig.
Yeah. That's what they do. They don't want you to make more than you. No, you better not even be in that. Like Richmond, when we go to Richmond, it is totally different. Totally different. The vibe is different. The air, the spirit, everything about that area is totally different. It's light. But around these parts, where we know everything originally happened, the Battle of Petersburg and everything, we are in the mix of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Dead. Everything around here is dead.
That's why you right. I didn't like. I was when I started driving trucks in 2005, and you know it wasn't that many women driving rigs.
Oh no, not back then.
Who felt the racist remarks? Who felt the? I remember when I was in St. Louis, this truck driver dude told me, he was my trainer, and he said,
"Yes, it is."
That guy told me. He said, "Have you ever been in the woods?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, I'm gonna take you through these woods." I said, "No, you ain't." He said, "I'll hang your black ass up."
Wow.
This was my trainer. Wow. This was my trainer. I said, you got me. I said, you got me effed up. I called my daddy and my mom and them. I got off that truck and told them people, I'm no longer working for y'all no.
Wow.
Because this is not where I want to be. I don't want to be in St. Louis and kill nobody. And right. I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Right.
I couldn't do it. And because they didn't do nothing with him.
They weren't going to do anything to him.
That's the kicker.
They
did not do nothing.
They wasn't going to. That's like what we endured when we went to school here. We endured so much racism at that school, y'all. So much blatant out front in your face racism. So much. And then when you speak up about it, you're the problem.
They think you did something wrong.
Shut up and just be a nigga.
And then if you show out,
Yeah.
it's your fault.
Yeah.
Like with me, my daddy told me when I got out the truck, he said, "Hey, go to the nearest store." It was a truck stop across the street from the NASCAR, right there in St. Louis. He said, "Get you a knife." That's what he told me. I got one of them little pocket knives. And he said, "Now you got something." He said, "Somebody go up to you, you don't stop." That's what my daddy told me.
That's right. And that's so sad that we got to train it.
Dad.
That's sad.
I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not scared of nothing. But me being away from home,
yeah,
I felt it.
Yeah.
I ain't going to sit here and lie. I felt it.
Right.
I boo-hoo, cry like I don't know what. Right. I said, I'm not going nowhere else with no kind of white dude in no truck by myself ever again in life.
Because you felt your covering wasn't there.
That, and I didn't.
You didn't have no covering.
No, I didn't.
So, Curt, what's the next? I'm telling you. That was a good one today. Y'all got me thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's something where that's gonna be a continuing thing because the devil's busy.
Yeah.
And just think, that's just 3 people. Think what's happening all the time, every day. Right? Mm-hmm. And then okay, so next, I'm saying I'm concerned about our youth from the standpoint of, yeah, we got some little brothers that do wrong, but I don't like the way that it's uneven justice. Like, I'm sorry the little boy got stabbed to death. I'm sorry for that life being gone. But when you play with doo-doo, you smell like it. Meaning, both of y'all was in a violent confrontation and you came out on the other end. That needs to be said. You lost the fight. That's what happened. And it ended up with you getting unalive. Not some angel just got dropped out of the sky and a big bad black dude came up and just took his life. I don't like the way they portray.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Because you know why? Because it never stopped. You know how everybody say it's a change. It ain't no change. It's a front. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't no change. It's a front.
That's that throwing rocks and hiding their hands.
That. And the thing about it too, did the parent go and go and tell someone about the situation? Was it addressed? What could they do to stop it? You know, it's a lot of things that parents do go and talk to the staff and everything, and they don't do anything. Did that occur? You know, that's what they have to know. Right. What was, what occurred? What was did the parents talk to someone? You know what I'm saying?
The only picture that we have, the only story that we have is like everything happened right then and there. He told the boy to move out the tent. The boy told him make him move out the tent. And the white boy went, the young boy that got on the line, he went to forcibly remove him. You know, they said they never said a fighting occurred and like that. They just said he just resting his bag.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. It's always
too thin.
But I'm telling you something.
It's too thin. I mean, no. I'm gonna say this. No, he should not have had a weapon at that track meet. Point blank.
Yeah, period.
Yeah, he shouldn't have
He should
had it.
not have had a
He
weapon
shouldn't
there.
have, he shouldn't
Point.
have never had a weapon.
Secondly, why you at they 10? They don't even that's not even your school. You're not welcome there. That's what they told you. Walk away. They don't make you a punk because you walk away. They make you
No.
Right.
man, and that
You
makes you
walk
like
away with your life.
that makes you free for another day. Now you're not
So
gonna ever be free again because they about to hang you for real.
Yeah, sure is.
They done already hung him. And then when they walked up to him and he blatantly admitted that he did it, he was not trying to run away. He was still trying to check and make sure that the boy was okay because he wasn't in battle mode when he done that.
Right.
You don't know where his mind went. You know he took
and when where this was, huh?
in Frisco.
Oh no, you know why? Because he stood there and he was so heated, he done forgot and he was just stuck. He can Mike and beat it. He might do a little time.
They're gonna have to pay a lot of money.
Yeah, he might can beat it.
You gotta go watch the story because it's bad.
He might can still beat it.
They got his face plastered all over the TV.
So they have stuff plastered all the time. His mom got some little much change. He can get a little time.
Mm-hmm.
He can get out in his early 30s. You know what I'm saying? Being real.
If
Just being
anything, manslaughter. They charging him with first degree right now. If
yeah,
anything,
that's just right now. When it
Yeah.
die off and that she get a somebody get a lawyer and they gonna get all the facts because we don't know the facts. When they get all the facts, then watch it's gonna change. You
King,
know because it's always it could have been prevented.
it could have
I
been.
done been I done been in a lot of situations. Woo! If I could tell you about my kids and some situations that I went through
Yeah.
and what I had to fight through, then you'll say, okay. I remember one parent. I'm a parent that try to stop the situation before it gets started.
Right.
And like I said, a lot of staff don't care. They let the kids interact and boom, they go to fight. So the kid supposed to hurt his back and some other stuff, his head hit, and the lady trying to sue. So I went up in there and I said, I'm like, I done already talked to y'all about the situation. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, I said, hey, now if you trying to sue, whatever you want to do, you can do it. But if we can sit here and talk about it and see how we gonna change this stuff, I could be stupid, you could be stupid, but these two young men, you talking about you want to press charges on my son, so on, so on. You remember that up in Madison? And you trying to put, press on my son, this, that, and the other, but your son did this, you know, and I had all the paperwork on it. I keep everything. So, so, so when we did everything, that's when she tried to change it because it was all that, and the teachers came too because they know I was right. I'm not fussing. I'm not trying to fight you, lady. But right, wrong, wrong. You know what your son did.
Yeah. Accountability. But King Jesus said Frisco Memorial is a safe school. He said, I felt safe at every event, and kids in the suburbs want to be hood, which is dumb. That's true. And then he said, the boy, he confessed, and then they're making the deceased look like a perfect child. That black child will get out of prison as a senior citizen. Right. He will.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, good. Keep on thinking it, because that's exactly they already painted the picture. They've all that they talk to the dad.
Because it's
They got
news
the
right
dad and
now. I'm gonna tell you something about news. When it's fresh, that's what happens.
it ain't the news. It's his parents. It ain't got nothing to do with the news.
That too. I'm gonna tell you something. It's just like the kid that shot the other kid at the gym. Okay, and it was all over the news and everything. He was bullying the kid. You know what I'm saying? At first, it was just like this. Then, yeah, he shot him. Then, when everything started going and them lawyers started talking and so on, that boy got 5 years.
Who is this? Where is this?
This in Dallas.
I mean, what colors? What
They were two black kids.
exactly? That's not the same. This is
Let
a
me
white
start. Okay, okay. Let's
and a
go
black
again.
kid done it. It ain't the same.
Okay. Let's do it again.
It ain't the same scenario.
No, it's not. The white kid and the black kid in North Dallas, North High School. They got into it. The white kid got killed in North Dallas. They said it was about a robbery. First, it was robbery, money robbery, whatever it was. Make a long story short, it wasn't about that. It was a drug transaction. Okay? When everything started happening or whatever, listen to me. When everything started happening, same thing. That's North Dallas High School. That's a whole lot of nothing but rich. A whole lot of rich white kids go there. What happened? The little boy, got 15 years? It depends on what kind of money you got.
It ain't the same scenario. I'm just gonna tell you, it's not gonna play out like that. But we'll see.
We'll see. It's about that money.
The next topic we're gonna talk about is
I bet it's about that money.
Yeah,
money talk. Bullshit. Wow.
I said they're gonna have to pay a lot of money. They're gonna have to pay a lot of money. Whoever his parents are, mama, daddy, whoever, they're gonna have to pay a lot of money. They're gonna be broke before they really do something about this case.
They found that good lawyer. Shit, I wish that lawyer, my cousin got. Man, I wish I knew him. With Low, man, say we would have been smooth sailing. You heard me? And I know I'd have spent over 80 to 100 bands, 100,000. I know I have. That's what I'm telling you. Money works. I don't care what nobody say. Money works.
Not all the time. Curt, what you think about the situation?
I see both of y'all. I seen it work. I seen it work both ways in my life.
I see money work.
You know,
money work.
I went to an all-white high school, and
yeah, it depends on the thing.
It just depends. But this situation, what you talking about, if them parents got the right pull, the black folks ain't gonna have enough money to outrun it. But if they can get the right YT lawyer that was be willing to demonize the dead, that's the only way you can do it.
Right.
You gotta have a lawyer good enough and to be another YT person that's willing to down that other kid.
Right.
And for that, it's gonna have to be some bread.
Honey.
That's why I said, that's the reason why I said, if the parent had paperwork stating that she came up there telling them about the kid, about
the same school.
Oh, it's not the same school?
No, that's what I was telling you. It's not going to work out like that. He was in the wrong.
Oh, hell no. I thought that was in the same school.
No, he was in the wrong.
Oh, he's supposed to get what he's supposed to get. I don't care what color it is.
No, it's not going to play like that. They went to two separate schools. It was at a track meet that neither one of them was participating in. The black boy was on the wrong side of the tracks. Do you understand? He was on the wrong side of the
he was wrong.
That is.
Wrong, right. Ain't no color for that.
He had no business with that weapon at that school.
I thought they went to the same school. See, I ain't read up on it yet. I
That's
thought they went to the same school.
That's why you had a fact. And Pastor Ragsdale said the deceased was captain of the football team and was an honor roll student. And that
Oh yeah, he supposed to get what he supposed to get.
They painted his picture. They already painted it. The daddy all over he everywhere.
He's supposed to.
Where's they gonna find out like that? They can spend all the money they want to, but he.
No, I thought. See, my bad. I thought that was in the same.
No, you came from a right place. No, you were very valid with your points.
No, but if I'm sitting in the same school, if they have them. No, but if he in the wrong, he's supposed to hang.
Yeah, he was in the wrong.
I don't give a damn who it is. Yeah, what if it was my kid?
Yeah.
Shit, I want your ass to hang. I don't care who you is. I don't care no color, gender, whatever. I don't give a damn who you is.
Yeah, he was in the wrong, and that's unfortunate. He was in the wrong. He should have just watched. He should have just walked away, and he'd have been able to. Look, Curt, what's gonna be next for us? Come on with it.
Man, I mean, I really.
I know, man. This is a touchy subject, because I feel for both sides. My heart really goes out to those parents that lost
the kid.
Regardless of the situation, put these up.
That's all I'm saying.
Get beat up, you get beat up. Walk your butt, crawl wherever you need to crawl, whatever. You do not have to stab anybody, and you do not have to shoot anybody.
That
it's a choice that you make.
Yes.
Whether you lose your mind or not, that's a choice.
Because they can't do. Because they don't want to get people don't want to get hit with them bricks, and they want to get a gun or a knife.
They can't nobody take no ass whooping no more.
No, get beat up. It's okay to get beat up.
That's okay.
Man, do you know how many times I was bullied in school? I didn't like to fight. I did not like to fight. I was a pretty girl. I didn't like to fight. But my sister that was up under me was a pretty girl too. But you know what? What helped me like to fight? She pop up, she fight. She used to fight. My daddy came to me that day. He said, "Don't fight in my house."
Well, he says need to go. He be under the penitentiary.
And she fight me for no reason at all. My daddy
hit him in the chest.
Yeah. I didn't like to fight. I can tell you I've had 3.
Oh yeah, he supposed to go to penitentiary.
My life, like physical fights with another.
Yeah. I done had close to 100.
He's supposed to be there. It seems like he's come there to stop.
I was the opposite, but it wasn't about winning. It's like I'd rather get an understanding than pull a knife or. I mean, if I got to take one, I'll take one.
Yeah.
But that's better than you shoot me and you aiming at me and hit my brother, or you shoot my mama's house up. No,
now that's cowardly. I feel I was I ain't never been bullying nothing like that. I might was the bully sometime. I ain't gonna lie, but now you
look now to get out there.
But now with my growth, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like I can like look over stuff.
Yeah, you have to.
I look over a lot of stuff. And I know when my patience get low, it's time for me to move around.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
I know that
right
for
now.
a fact.
Shit, to this day, man. Like a lot of this internet talking and all that.
Keisha, look.
Man.
He said Keisha was a bully. He said about me, talking about that white girl ran me home the whole semester.
What happened?
Not a single time did a white girl run me anywhere. No.
She was.
Mama talking about I wasn't no bully, mama.
She was a bully, wasn't your mama?
I used to beat up bullies.
Oh, see, that sounds like somebody we know.
Yeah, I used to beat up bullies. Yeah.
That sounds like somebody we know. He do not like bullies now. He do not.
Mama, go on.
I mean, I'm just being real.
Mama, go on.
I used to beat up bullies. For real.
Okay.
Look, y'all. So I got a question. I'm gonna ask this question because Curt, you know what we was talking about yesterday, and I'm gonna ask this question like, when is enough enough? And what I mean by that is, when should we be done with people who feel entitled enough to disrespect you and feel you should continue to deal with them? That goes for anybody.
My thing is whoop their ass because they don't know what discipline is. Their mama ain't taught them, and their mama don't know respect. In order to do that, you got to keep in their ass because if not, they will shoot everybody. And everybody gonna die. You gotta whoop their ass because they
What
don't
if it's your
know
own?
what respect is.
What you think, ain't it?
I said, what if it's your own that's doing that? That what I
You said, what if it's your own?
Hell, whoop his ass. Knock him out. Respect comes at home. A lot of them don't have no home. That's why a lot of them homeless. Because they don't have no respect. You don't disrespect your mama or your daddy.
Baby,
you
you
get
come
your
here
head with a hammer. And you gonna be outside that door.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. They want to be their children's friends. We're not friends. We are their parents. Once they figure out that we're not their friends and we're their parents, it'll be a better world. Right now, they need to be kicked off in their butt and kicked to the side and learn respect.
And you know what, too, man, to be honest with you, and if this offend if this offend anybody, so be it. But like, I'm not gonna tolerate nobody that couldn't hold my draws as a young man. Meaning, when I look at a 20-year-old being disrespectful or a 28-year-old being disrespectful, if you can't hold my wallet or my jock strap, nigga, don't be getting out of line with me. Because I promise, if you was in arm's reach, your mouth would be zipped. Or you would have a fat lip. One of the two. So what I'm saying is, treat grown men how you would if you was in my face. Right. When I see somebody disrespect their parents in front of me, that irks me right there.
You
couldn't do it in my face. You couldn't do it in my face.
King Jesus said one time is too many. And I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
And I agree 100%.
What you think about that, ain't it?
Yeah.
I really don't know where it got lost. You know, like people's kids having respect. I know where it got lost. It's like somebody told you can whoop your kid's ass.
That was a white folks. That was a white folks. That was a white folks. The first.
Mama, let her talk, Mama.
But that was a white folks. They started that.
The police on me because I'm sure gonna hit you in your mouth.
But that was the first time it ever happened. You remember that
kid? Come for you, if you call them, I don't mind the neighbor calling. You can tell them what happened.
You remember when they had that little white kid was on the court. He said, "I'm divorcing my parents."
Yeah.
How you gonna divorce me and I'm your parent?
Yeah.
The white folks started it. Now they can't stop it because they're out of control.
That's right.
Their kids is respecting them, is disrespecting them too.
Right.
It ain't just our kids, it's everybody's kids. It's very disrespectful.
Yes, they are. They are.
It's the same disrespect with different repercussions.
Right.
See, that kid said, "Fuck you, mom."
See,
fuck you, mom.
See, they used to respect when you gotta dig these nines out your butt when you talk trash, or when you get slapped in the corner or look a certain way and move around. You look at these kids a certain way, they want to fight you. That's why I put that hammer on them.
He said,
put that hammer on them and let them know I'm not playing with you.
For me, it started when, you know how our parents and grandparents used to say, kids stay in a kid's place and you don't be around grown folks when they talk.
Exactly.
When you start allowing them to be in the room with grown people when they having conversations.
That's the young generation.
That's
why they disrespect.
That's where it started. I would knock a pause in mine. Do you understand? I did not.
Or talk when grown people talking, they gotta come. Or they make conversation with them.
Yes. And like if you
it comes again, we're gonna come again.
That's right.
What you call You want to be friends with your children.
That's what you
Children are children.
Right.
Adults are adults.
No,
When they holler, I'm grown.
That's
grown people got their own stuff.
Tell them again, Mama. Yes, say it again.
So when you tell me you grown, you make sure you got your own stuff.
Don't be calling me
Okay?
to
You
co-sign
can
for
go
you.
to your own house.
That's right.
Yep.
Grown folks.
Because guess what? This is mine. That's yours.
That's right.
You get down wrong here, I'm gonna put that hammer on your butt.
That's right. We just said
so call 911.
Yeah.
It's gonna take them 5-6 hours to get here anyway. So it don't matter.
Right.
It don't matter.
That's right.
It said 5-6 hours to get here. I didn't know 5-6 hours.
It don't interest them no way. They like, why you calling me? You should handle it at home. No, you're right about that. What you think of Curt?
No, I'm just enjoying the conversation. I'm
My mama, boy, my mama.
Hey, she bringing the heat, and that's what we need to hear, because we're trying to bridge gaps between our generations and our younger generations, but we're still missing something because they don't want to listen. Their ears and everything, they still walk around with earplugs in because they don't want to hear what we got to say. Like we've never been 20, 21, 25, 28 years old. Like we never had parents. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had to be respectful of our parents. My daddy would knock you, baby. I wouldn't even be alive. Do you understand me?
It's one word. It's one word. Morals. They lost.
They don't have any.
They don't have morals, integrity, empathy.
That's it.
Respect. None of that.
Yeah.
That can go on and on.
But if you all boil down and you knock all them down, it comes to the same damn thing.
Respect.
No, respect.
Respect.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
No.
Say hit him in the head with that hammer.
Yeah.
Hit him in the head with that hammer.
Hey,
Integrity. All
hey,
that boil down.
Nikki, you remember our first show when they asked me what was the most important thing or whatever, and I said respect.
That's
Respect.
Hey.
And start with yourself. That way you learn how to respect somebody else.
That's
Ain't
it.
that what I said?
Yeah.
That's not what I said right there.
Respect.
That's weird.
Yeah, self-respect.
Mama, give me some of
Yeah.
You know, I told one of my nieces just yesterday, I sent her a message because she done got pregnant by this nobody. And my daughter did the same thing. She got 3 of them. By nobody. But you can't change that. So I told her,
about nobody.
you fighting with your mama. You in a battle with your mama, talking disrespectful to your mama. But what you need to learn and understand is you got to learn how to be respectful to her. Because first of all, she couldn't give you something that she never had. I just told her, I said, you got to learn how to forgive. And until you learn how to forgive, your child that you're going to have is going to be coming in this world with a curse, because they're going to do the same thing that you're doing to your mom. They're going to do the same thing to you and worse.
But worse. But worse.
Same thing.
It's going to be worse. It's going to be worse.
Yeah, first of all, they feel entitled to somebody that they don't own. Kids today, grown kids, because they ain't little children, they're grown-ups, and they feel like they're entitled to us, like we still owe them something, and we've already birthed them first, raised them second, and they're grown third. Go on about your business.
I have friend girls. They get whooped by their daughters.
Yeah, I wish I would.
Do you hear me? I got friend girls that get whooped by their daughters. I got a friend dude's son and put him on his ass.
Ain't no way.
And you know what I say? And you know what I say though?
See the question, dressing.
I said,
You dressed and see the Chris.
bless your heart.
He gonna be on his way to see the crib getting
They say,
Keisha.
Yeah.
what you mean?
See the
Bless your heart. I say bless your heart because one thing about it, I know it hurt.
Yeah.
I can't talk about it to you because I know it hurt.
Yeah.
For two, if you ask me what I would have did, I'll tell you. Now, I don't speak my opinion no more because that's how you lose friendship.
Yeah.
That's right. But if you can't be honest and truthful to them, they ain't your friends.
But when they ask me,
Look,
You free?
don't lie to me.
but when they ask me, I said, why they ain't dead? Because the same, let me tell you something about it. I wish a motherfucker would. I done had come out my ass, and I done took penitentiary for.
Yeah.
Your ass is dead.
Yeah.
I'm not getting ready to call the police. They're gonna have to call the police on me because you're gone.
Hey, they gonna be like that TV show. Do you want to get down or do you want to lay down?
Yeah. Crazy.
Well, I'm so serious.
Yeah.
But I done lost a lot of friends speaking my opinion.
They
So
wasn't.
now I don't speak it. Now if they ask me for it, or they say, Keisha,
Yeah.
do you have disrespect for your kids?
Yeah.
Of course. When they get mad, they might speak their opinion. But it's always a but. They're not gonna go too far.
You better be quiet. I don't hear it.
They're not gonna go too far.
No,
For the
right.
simple fact,
Look,
they don't want to be leaking.
he said something. Keisha, look, he coming for you. He said something else finest.
I'm from the Grove.
Wrong one. He's from TJ.
But it's a respect thing, and all kids might have their little flyness,
Oh yeah.
but it's a stopping point.
Yes, Liz.
Because why I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I know I'm kind of bipolarish.
I know.
I thought my son lifted his hands up at me,
Yeah.
but he didn't.
Yeah.
He was talking with his hands, and I thought that he was trying to hit me.
Yeah.
And I folded that boy up. I had that boy leaking. He said, Mama, I wouldn't dare. And I said, I'm sorry, son. I flipped that. I'm so sorry. That man 6'4". But I had to show him, Mama can make you a presser. I'm not playing with nobody.
Yeah.
Because
I get it.
if I didn't had you, I see it too many times. They cuss their mamas out.
Yeah.
You cuss me out, I'm gonna bang, bang, bang you.
Yeah.
I remember
Your phone
talking
cut.
noise to me. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I remember Kayla was talking noise to me and I gave her a 3-peat.
Wow. He said, Uncle Curt, where does the disrespect come from?
They grown, life.
And not starting them off the right way.
Say that again.
Hold on.
I telling you that whoever talking to you ain't done it don't matter.
Everybody
business matter. You never know what mood the person is in. How come you can't make their day?
But
how come they can't be celebrated? You get up in the morning acting like you just gonna tolerate everybody and ain't nobody did nothing to you. You just got people like that.
Yeah.
They need to go back to sleep.
It's
Hey, for real.
what did you say, Uncle Curt? Coming with it.
Oh no, I'm just saying the respect starts way at the beginning, man.
Yeah.
Hey, when I was little in our
our
family, the way our babies are, right? If they grab something that they ain't supposed to grab, the hand gets spanked.
That's it.
They go somewhere you ain't supposed to go, them little legs get switched.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, so my kids got in the street one time.
See, that's what I'm saying. But a lot of people, man,
They don't do that.
they tolerate their kids. They don't raise them.
They friends.
Ooh.
They ain't raising them.
You know what my aunt and them used to tell us growing up when we thought we was grown and they had parties and doing grown up stuff. They used to always tell us, hey, move around. You ain't our friend.
Right.
Straight
When
up.
we was growing up, you ain't our friend.
That's right.
And that's what I tell my kids. You ain't my friend. I'm your mama.
Yeah.
You ain't my friend.
Mhm.
Move around. I ain't here to party with you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just growing up seeing that.
Yeah.
Now, kids smoking with parents.
Oh.
Yeah,
They chilling.
all
They
that.
going to the club.
All
They
that.
partying with them. They just doing the most. No.
Yeah, let me tell y'all. One time, I didn't go to clubs and stuff. But this one time, my grandma they had my granny funeral. And we all decided to go out or whatever.
He's like, what?
We went to the little club or whatever. My daddy was there. Him and his girlfriend there. They was there. When we walked in, you know what he did. I love y'all, but I'll talk to y'all later. That nigga left the club. He was not finna be there, and we
Wise
was young. He was not finna be there and hang out with us. You know what I'm saying? He left. He said, "No, I ain't finna be in here with y'all. I'm not finna be in.
Dad.
I love y'all, but I'll see y'all later."
Dad.
And we was adults in our late 20s and stuff. You know, he's like, "Nah, no, we don't do that." My daddy keep it strictly, I'm your daddy, y'all my kids. He don't do all that.
You know, and I'm gonna tell you something else that amazes me is they come up with all these. He's got defiant personality disorder. He's got attention deficit.
I know.
But you know what? I think a lot of us had all that too, but the teacher had license to whoop that ass, and it resolves. It's amazing what an ass whipping will do for your mental state.
Oh my mama.
That's what happened.
Say, you know what? You ain't don't like. You know why that? Cause when they whoop their ass, they want to shoot them. See, back in our day,
Let's talk about what you get your ass whooped. You get your ass whooped, you know how to respect a motherfucker. That's what.
Well, they don't know
as a kid.
They don't know respect them.
No, I'm saying when you used to get our ass whooped, we already know that ass whooping you gonna respect.
Well, y'all
you
can.
I wasn't scared to get my ass whooped.
I ain't never had to whoop your ass, so you something going on.
I wasn't scared to get my ass whooped. I got my ass whooped constantly.
I just about who your daddy.
Mama, come on, you got amnesia.
I ain't whoop your ass.
I got my ass whooped constantly.
You was always doing something.
Shit. Yeah, I got my ass whooped constantly. You whooped my ass too, but not like that.
Because it just became routine.
I remember whooping your butt.
It became routine.
Yeah,
that was a routine. I got immune to that shit.
Girl, you was a beast. At the age of 15.
Shit, I was immune to the motherfucking ass whooping.
She was a beast.
I was immune to the shit.
Dang it. So y'all, so another thing is Pastor always talk about is intimacy with your grown children. So the scenario is you being intimate with your grown children. Being intimate, people think intimacy is screwing. That's not intimacy. Intimate can mean a lot of different things. It's
getting
the way
along with them. Getting along with them.
Hold on, listen.
It's the way that you interact, like say a mom and her son. It's the way that she interacts with him as if he's her boyfriend. She's steadily controlling him, steady everything he does. She's always overseeing it. And he's 28, 30 years old, however old. He's a grown up. He's a man. She's not supposed to be intimate with her son in that way. The man is only supposed to be intimate with his wife in those ways.
She too possessive. Something wrong with her.
She only gonna be
something wrong with her.
So that's how do you feel?
Yeah, that's all. I know.
No,
That don't mean. I'm gonna tell you something. I know a couple of women like that with their son. They got their one kid.
She ain't got no business.
No,
that's why she in his business.
She do. No, they have a. They got a mom and a dad, but
she in his business.
But that's her baby. She never let him grow up, Mom. That's how you
like a baby,
Mama.
She don't keep that man that long. She don't keep that man that long.
Mom, no. That's not what she's saying. No, that's not what she's saying. You're not getting it. No, you're not getting it. As you like, you have a son, right?
Yeah, but ain't his business.
You have.
What she say? She say he mind his business. What she say?
She's talking about. She's a goddamn lie. I'm saying. I will put it to you like this. I have 2 sons. Okay, I can't speak for everybody. People with their babies, it's still their babies. They can be grown men, but they don't want nobody doing nothing wrong as they feel to their baby, or they feel like that woman. Women are women. They feel like that woman is not right for their son. So it's different ways how a mother can be controlling of their son.
She don't want to get nobody no more than what she gets. She just greedy. She want to have it all, and she don't want that woman to have nothing. That's all it boils down to.
Mom, you just talking.
No, she right. But what Mama tell you?
What up?
Mama, but can't you get mad?
And my son is 23 years old. He is a man. He is not my baby. Yes, I birthed him, and when I birthed him, he was my baby when I birthed him. But as he grew older, his stage in life changed.
Because both my boys, they came on my ass, still my babies.
As an adult man, he is able to make his own decisions and his choices. If he chooses to choose the wrong person, that's his business. Because I was able to choose the wrong person. My parents couldn't tell me anything. So I feel like we have to give them those same rights. That's why we're raising these boys out here in this world. That's why they're able to run around here, shoot, steal, and kill people, and rob and do everything else that they're doing, and they don't listen to us. They can say that they do, but they don't. If they did, they wouldn't be in prison.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Yeah, that's true.
We didn't listen to our parents and stuff the way that we were supposed to. A lot of things that we went through in life, we would not have gone through them had we listened to our parents. So we're
listen to our parents. But I tell you this though. My babies, I have 2 sons, and they grown. They one getting ready to be a grown man, and one already a grown man, and they still my babies. But I respect their relationships. Yeah. But I would say my little piece if I know you ain't right. Sometimes I am one of those. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Hey. If I can see, hey, sometimes I can see through a glass and see a goddamn goldfish, and I see a hole. And y'all tell my son, don't give your money to them hoes.
No.
See, now let me
that woman ain't no good.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What you say, Curt?
Hey. When I heard you say that's my baby, it made me throw up in my mouth.
No, they're not babies. They're grown men. Like that. And once you tell them that, even my little 3-year-old grandson, he tell you I'm not a baby, I'm a big boy. He does not want to be called a baby.
My sons tell me that too. They still
I ain't no babies. Grown ass man
like that. That's disrespectful. Don't do that.
I'm their mama. That's not never disrespectful.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I learned not to get in none of my kids' business.
Right.
Because guess what?
Thank you. I ain't go.
When you get in their business, they get mad at you. They don't get mad at them. They get mad at you, and you ain't gonna see them for about 6 months, 8 months to a year, because they all mad. You know what I'm saying? But they say they ain't mad. But we know different, right?
Exactly. So King Jesus said rebellions come from sin and slavery. What kind of products are we putting out into this society? That's precisely what Uncle Curt, what you think about that question?
We need to put our village back together.
Amen.
People are concentrating on the black family.
Yeah.
The black family don't just include the man, woman, and child. It's grandma, grandpa, and whoever else in the village, the family, loved one. We've allowed them to separate our whole thing.
Right.
Grandma in the club with mom.
The other day.
Hey, we need to put our village our village back together.
You know what I said? I said how things getting ready to go back. How things ready to go back. I said it's a shame as Black people. We're not gonna be able to stay in one household together.
We can't do it now.
Because
somebody worried about how much
That.
Oh, you paying not enough.
Yeah.
Where they do that at?
let me tell you something. How things get ready to go, I told my mama. I said, I'm getting ready to get a big old house. I love family. I'm about family.
Me too.
And I said, my family can come and we can all be together. And we can take care of each other. That's just me.
It's gonna
That's
get
just how I am. And I know a lot of Black people ain't gonna be able to do that because of simple fact, they too jealous hearted.
Yeah, they don't have no foundation to come back to.
Dad,
there it
I
is.
know I can. I know I can get a big old house and we can all be together.
Yeah, but see,
You know what I'm
one of them.
saying?
You a cornerstone person.
Yeah,
you a
I
rock.
have to. You have to.
You
You
see,
don't.
but
I don't want
everybody's
that.
not like that.
I
Though.
wouldn't want my family not to go without, be struggling and what you coughing for? I hope you coughing because you smoking, girl.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why we coughing?
I'm just saying.
Say, we gonna be like the Beverly Hills. We gonna eat up all. My box already full.
But I'm saying that I'm the type I want all my family to be together.
yeah.
Because I can sleep better. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Yeah.
You know,
like
and I know how this world getting ready to be.
Yeah.
We gonna need each other.
Yeah.
Because it's getting ready to get bad before it get back good.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I told. And see, that's how my mama is. She just prefer everybody to be in one area, so that way she can keep an eye on everybody. But if we trust in God, He keeps an eye on us all. Because I'm gonna tell you something. When it's your time to go, you can't reach out and hold him because he gonna take them anyway.
Yep.
You just got to know about a blessing. You got to know that you did enough to be productive out of society. They protect themselves even when they're not in your presence. I understand. I don't lie to nobody and tell nobody that I don't. You know, if my kids are doing it, I'm not gonna tell nobody that I don't do that. I don't call them and say, "What you doing? Where you at?" Or I don't do none of that because they want me to know something else.
You got your charger.
Whatever. That ain't my business.
You got your charger.
I don't have no control over them. None of that.
I lived it, so it's interesting to hear y'all because I don't have children, but my mother is the oldest in a nine kid family, so it's like I get it. Yeah, see, so my family's like I got something to come back to. You know what I mean?
So King Jesus said, "What does the Bible say? Are they people or are they property?"
Hey, kids are somebody that you have a specific mission according to God to perform, and they have a specific thing to do regarding you after they get grown. It said honor your parents. Well, you honor them by doing what they taught you to do.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You know? So, but yeah, no, hey, I was about to, we've been on about 45 about an hour.
A really productive show, y'all. I really appreciate y'all for joining us. And now, Curt, take us out of here.
Hey, y'all, look, this has been some of the realest talk we can get.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that we got two Black moms here that have sons and daughters that we could kind of really start to bridge some gaps. And we got grannies on the call too.
Yeah.
Hey, let's continue it. please, y'all come back. Keisha, your mom, everybody, y'all come back next week. I really enjoyed it.
Hey, for real, I enjoyed their insight. I really enjoyed it, and they older women too, so you know they done been there, so they understand where we come.
I love it, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But y'all, we're gonna reconvene next Friday with the Ask Uncle Curt. Y'all join us for Make It Make Sense Wednesdays.
Yes.
Is it lit or is it caca on Thursdays? Ask Uncle Curt on Fridays. And guess what? Saturdays, we got a new show coming up. Keisha. We got tomorrow. So y'all, we're gonna start our new show tomorrow. So we're gonna get a little 15 minutes in to see how it goes. With the women discuss. We're gonna have a women discussion panel. Just gonna be kind of like Ask Uncle Curt. But anybody can join, but it's mostly gonna be women. So Keisha, I'm
gonna be listening, so y'all make sure you tell me when
it's happening. Make sense on Wednesdays, baby. Make it make sense Wednesdays and Fridays. He started making.
And how can you? I want you to have it connected to the Facebook that
you have to do that. I don't know how to do it. I don't have Facebook.
Oh shit.
But you'll be able to. You should be able to do it.
You can still go live on Facebook.
Yeah, you can do it I'll show you how to do that. But I can't. I don't have Facebook.
Okay.
But yeah, I wasn't done, baby. We got Bible study on Sundays as well. Tough Talk Tuesdays. Y'all, we got a whole week of just greatness. Sundays, we have Tough Talk Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, lit, and Fridays, Ask Uncle Curt. We got to line up.
Oh yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna think of something good.
Yeah, come with it. That's gonna be our first women's open panel discussion. So I'm ready.
Yeah, I had told my cousin them. So
all right, Glenn.
What time is gonna be that I can tell them?
Let's do 5 o'clock your time.
5 o'clock. Okay.
Oh, that'll work then. I'm gonna be watching.
And then I just got the selfie movie stick.
Okay.
Everybody can, when they move, they can move it with them.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing y'all, man.
Yeah, we're gonna make it make sense. And look, back to my free. Look here, he's on my free yellow bees. Y'all,
free Lolo.
Y'all bless y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. And
free
y'all take it easy.
Everybody.